The American handed Limas another cup of coffee and said, "Why don't you go back and sleep? We can ring you if he shows up." Limas said nothing, just stared through the window of the checkpoint, along the empty street. "You can't wait forever, sir. Maybe he'll come some other time. We can have the Polizei contact the agency. You can be back here in 20 minutes. "No," said Limas. "It's nearly dark now." "But you can't wait forever. He's 9 hours over schedule." "If you want to go, go. You've been very good," Limas added. "I'll tell Kramer you've been damn good." "But how long will you wait?" "Until he comes." Limas walked to the observation window and stood between the two motionless policemen. Their binoculars were trained on the eastern checkpoint. "He's waiting for the dark," Limas muttered. "I know he is." "This morning you said he'd come across with the workman." Limas turned on him. "Agents aren't airplanes. They don't have schedules. He's blown. He's on the run. He's frightened. Months after him now, at this moment. He's got only one chance. Let him choose his time." The younger man hesitated, wanting to go, and not finding the moment. A bell rang inside the hut. They waited, suddenly alert. A policeman said in German, "Black Opel record, federal registration." That is the first page of the novel The Spy Who Came In From the Cold by John Le Carré. As you probably know, 3 days ago John Le Carré died at the age of 89, leaving behind him 25 novels and 1 memoir, an extraordinary corpus of brilliant work. Le Carré was born in 1931 in Poole, Dorset. His father was a bit of a con man. His mother more or less abandoned him at the age of 5. And he went to Sherborne School. Later he went to Bern University and Lincoln College, Oxford, studying modern languages. And following that he worked in MI5 and MI6. He became, in other words, an intelligence agent. And out of this experience came his spy novels. The first one to have a huge success was the one I've just read from, The Spy Who Came In From the Cold, published in 1961 and made into a spectacular film with Richard Burton in 1965. Now, Le Carré considered himself, by the way, he changed his name to Le Carré because he was not allowed to use his real name, David Cornwall, while operating as an MI5 or MI6 agent. He considered his spy novels to be the real sleazy, seedy side of agent's life, something in sharp contradistinction to James Bond. You know, the spy is not permanently wearing a tuxedo, driving an Aston Martin and drinking vodka martinis. He is more likely to be in a tea shop looking out of the window and dressed in an old Mac. Well, this vision of the Cold War was really the one that entered popular culture thanks to John Le Carré. And when the Cold War finished, people thought, well, that's it, you know, he's got no more subject matter. But he reinvented himself and wrote about the arms trade in The Constant Gardener. He wrote about Big Pharma in The Night Manager, also incredible novels. His novels are not only popular spy fiction, but real works of literary art. He has an infallible ear for idiom, and particularly the language of rather down-at-heel former public schoolboys who have entered this duplicitous trade of the spy. And in fact his interest in duplicity is in a way a means of reflecting on the human condition itself. Well, at the end of his life, John Le Carré was a lover of Europe and a hater of Brexit. He described Boris Johnson as a mob orator, and also added that his own ties with England were loosening as a result of the Brexit movement. Well, as you can see, I'm here out standing in my field, and John Le Carré was outstanding in his field, one of the great late 20th, early 21st century novelists who will be remembered for a long, long time to come. Now, it's getting a bit cold out here. I think it's perhaps time for the spy to come in from the cold. Smiley, could you extract me, please?